recorded live in Jacksonville, Florida. This is Trivial Warfare. More than just a pub quiz, Trivial Warfare is your gateway to a worldwide trivia community. Join your hosts, Jonathan.
We just described Ric Flair as Neanderthal Man and Planet of the Apes.
Carmela.
That would irritate the hell out. I'm like, I just want my groceries. My ice cream is melting.
Ben.
4 halogens in that list. Oh my God.
You're like, it's not the halogens. I'm like, no, Ben, no.
Those damn halogens got me again.
Aaron.
I haven't started cooking more, but I have started thinking about cooking more, so I've looked at a lot of recipes for things. Mostly cocktails.
Zahkia.
I'm a very happy evil genius.
Yeah.
And Nick.
For all the listeners out there, if you spend enough money, you can be where I am today.
And the rest of the Trivial Warfare Army for another week of fun and games. Now here's your host, Jonathan Oakes.
Hello and welcome back to Trivial Warfare. We take the pub quiz out of the pub and bring it home to you. My name is Ben. I have no idea if that intro was right or not, but that's okay. We're going to ride with it anyway. We are here this morning with Zahkia. How you doing today, Zahkia?
I'm doing well, Ben, my birthday buddy. How are you?
I am doing awesome. I forgot that. Thank you for reminding me. So we got a full house today. I'm going to quickly introduce each of you, and then we're going to get some more information from all of you. So we have Melodie Courtney with us today. How you doing, Melodie?
Hi, Ben.
Hi. We've got Dean Bratton. How's it going, Dean?
It's going good now, Ben. What's up?
Oh, good. Good to see you. We have Ashley Gray with us today. How you doing, Ashley?
Hi, everyone. Doing good.
Awesome. And then we have the illustrious Robert Everett with us today. How you doing, Robert?
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe? I haven't heard Doe. Oh man, that's good. That's good.
It's very Detroit. Very Detroit.
No. It's very Detroit.
Detroit. Yes, indeed. Yeah, get all that St. Lawrence River accent in there. That's awesome. We're going to get to know each of you a little bit better. And we're going to start with Melodie. So, Melodie, why don't you tell us where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself?
Okay. So I am from Queens, New York, but I live in Connecticut now. I've been a teacher for over 22 years. I'm a classroom teacher and a reading specialist. For the last 8 years, I've worked with deaf and hard of hearing students. So if you see me doing some signs to you guys, that's why. It's like automatic now. I have 2 daughters. One, my youngest is just finishing up college. She's in her last semester for HR. And my older daughter, Lorna, and this kind of leads to the interesting fact, is an actor and a singer and a dancer. And I got to go to the Tonys last year as her +1 because she was nominated for a Tony. So she is Tony nominated, Lorna Courtney. And
Wow.
she is the lead in Anne Juliet.
Wow.
Which is on Broadway right now. So, yeah, so that's something interesting. It was fun. It was exhausting, but it was fun to do. Oh, Ashley, you seem really surprised.
I am impressed. I'm just so impressed with your daughter. Wow.
Yes. If you saw the Macy's Day Parade, she performed in there. If you saw the Tonys, she performed in the Tonys. And she's been on Today's Show and a whole bunch of other shows, The View and everything. So, yeah, so it's been a really fun year for her. So I'm happy. Yay.
You know, we should have ended with Melodie because now everybody's going to feel like they have to top that.
We're not topping that at all.
No
That's
way.
okay. And
It's
that's
all
okay.
downhill from here.
No.
But congratulations to you and to Lorna on all of her accomplishments. So we're going to go to Ashley next. So Ashley, tell us where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley. I live in a small town about an hour and a half west of D.C. called Winchester, Virginia. I am an AI machine language solutions architect for a company that works very closely with the DoD. Ben, can you rearrange this in post? Like,
Okay.
Well,
I wouldn't do it, but we would nicely ask Joel to.
Oh my goodness. I am just, wow. That is so impressive, Melody, you and your family. I mean, good. You did a really good job raising your daughters.
Thank you.
But I guess a cool fact is something that is maybe somewhat interesting. I used to be in the Navy. Right now, it's been about 5 years since I've been out of the Navy, but I was in for 12 years. And on one of the port visits, I almost got kidnapped. It's funny because I survived it. It really is a funny story. It's a long one, but
So you have a 30-second version of the story.
Ooh, someone thought I was really pretty in an Irish pub, and we had to run away. So that kind of like waters the story down. But I'll tell you guys the story like afterwards. But it's a good one.
We'll be waiting with bated breath. I can't wait to hear that. But I'm happy that you didn't get kidnapped. That's awesome. It's always good to not get kidnapped. All right, so we're going to go to Dean next. So, Dean, tell us where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Hey. So, Dean Bratton, originally from Diamond Bar, California. For now, I live in El Paso, but I guess what's fun for me is that I'm retiring from the Army next week. And then
awesome.
I'm packing up. The house is a mess because I'm packing up because I'm driving to Minneapolis next Tuesday for my new job. I'll be if you ever saw me when we were at any of the get-togethers with trivia, I might have said, yeah, I'm going to be a flight dispatcher, blah, 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 flight dispatcher. So I actually am now a flight dispatcher. Wow. I got my certification for that. So I'll be working for Endeavor Airlines, so I can fly for free now. February 5th, I start my first day and a new career field. So
wow.
I'm looking forward to that. So that's it.
That's exciting, man.
Congrats to you. Also, my husband used to work for Endeavor. So, hey.
Oh, that's where I'm working. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. I'm working for Endeavor. I like to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. For those who don't know, you may be thinking, that's a long way to drive from El Paso to Minneapolis. Dean is not a problem for Dean. Dean is just a monster when it comes to long road trips. So
remember, that's right. Yeah, I went from Atlanta to from El Paso to Jacksonville, basically.
Yeah, it was like you drove, Dean, from El Paso.
Yeah, I went in my car.
It takes a whole day to get through Texas.
Yeah. Got to start early.
Got to start. Indeed, you do. And apparently, you end early because it takes a whole day. Awesome. So thanks so much, Dean. That's very exciting. Last but not least, Robert, tell us where you're from, what you do, and something fun about yourself.
Hey, everybody. Name is Rob Everett. Also go by Robert. By day, I am a project manager for an aftermarket group that deals with diesel engines. By night, I am a trivia host for Sporkle, host 2 nights a week. Also part of their content writing team and content review team. I live in this wondrous house in the city of Detroit with my wife and our 3 kids. Technically, I have 2 stepdaughters as well. So I have 5 daughters who are 25, 19, 18, 17, 15. I think I forgot one.
That's so much estrogen. Oh, my God.
Man, there's so many cycles in this house. You think I run a Tour de France in this place. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a battle of attrition and being the only male human in this house. It's playing Tetris blind sometimes, but that's just what it is.
This is Trivia Warfare, sponsored by Tampax and Always.
Something fun about myself, which it was kind of funny that, during the pre-show and talking to Jonathan about him saying that my voice was sounding really well, that starting next week, I guess by the time that this airs, I will be in week 3 of taking a voiceover acting class. I plan on joining the Michigan Actor Studio, so shout out to them. And I'm just going to preemptively just say shout out to them for doing a great job. And I'm being a part of the inaugural voiceover class that they are starting this winter. So I'm really looking forward to joining that group and starting to learn some things so that I can kind of start to use this voice as a business.
That sounds amazing, man. Y'all have such cool stuff going on. I just work. That's it. I just work. I just do stuff. Awesome. It was really great getting to know a little bit about each of you. And without further ado, we're going to get into Warm It Up, Chris.
It's time to warm it up on Trivial Warfare today. And there's only one person who can warm it up for the TWA, and that's Chris. And sometimes Jonathan.
And the part of Warm It Up, Chris is being played by me today. Now, those of you who are Facebook friends with me, you already know what this Warm It Up, Chris is going to be, because I actually asked for help from the Trivial Warfare Army on potential questions for this Warm It Up, Chris. So for this episode, I'm going to recite a quote from an iconic Black movie. And I want you to tell me what movie the quote is from. Now, you will get bonus points if you can name the character who said the character's name as well as the actor's name. So movie, and then if you know the character and the actor, give me that as well. And we're gonna go clockwise on my screen. So we're gonna start with Melodie.
Okay.
Melodie, your quote is, "Bye, Felicia."
Okay. Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Did Ice Cube say that?
It was Ice Cube.
It was Ice Cube.
And his character name was?
Oh, man. Now that I don't remember.
Anybody want to help her?
This is my weak pocket, Ben, so.
Gotcha.
Wasn't it Craig?
Yep.
Yep. See?
Yep, Craig. Does anybody remember the last name? It was only said a couple times in the movie. You know, as you can tell, I've seen this movie 50 times, and it is better the 50th time you watch it. So the family name was Jones. His name was Craig Jones. All right, so Zahkia, you're next.
Okay.
Your quote is, and I'm going to act these out as best as I can, okay? So Zahkia, here's your quote. "I loves Harpo. Lord knows I do. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me."
So this is The Color Purple.
Yep.
I'm guessing this is your impression of Oprah as Sophia.
That is correct. I've not seen the remake, so I don't know if that is included in the remake or not. I have not seen it. But that is correct. It is Oprah as Sophia. Dean, you're up next. Your quote is, "Sex or chocolate?"
Now, this is my movie. I've seen it about 50 times. That's Bratton. Wait, well, it's Coming to America.
Coming to America, yep.
Yeah, and I was a little boy.
He played Joe the policeman on What's Going Down episode.
What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Put your hands together for Mr. Randy Watson.
Randy Watson, who was played by?
Oh, Arsenio Hall.
Nope, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy,
yeah. That's what, yeah. Eddie Murphy. Arsenio introduced him. Eddie Murphy sang it. That's right. Okay, I'm tripping. Yeah,
I almost. No, you're good. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. I almost included a different quote. It's a lesser known one, but the Reverend, when they bring the swimsuit models out,
God somewhere.
I know. Every time I look at these women, I just know there's a God somewhere.
You have known high. You have known high.
Dude. So Robert, you're next.
All right.
Here's your quote. "They used to call me Crazy Joe. Well, now they can call me Batman."
Yeah. That is Joe Clark being played by Morgan Freeman, and it is Lean on Me.
That is absolutely correct. Full points to Robert.
I love that movie.
Ashley, going to bring up the rear. This is a little more challenging, but we'll help you out.
The ones you gave were challenging. Like, oh, this is not going to be good for me starting out.
It's all right. It's all right. So here's your quote. "Kiss my Converse." Ooh.
No idea.
Movie from the 80s. Anybody want to help her?
Yeah, that was the dragon.
Was it the Last Dragon?
The last Dragon.
Yeah.
Is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
There are certain quotes from that movie I remember, and that's not one of them.
Bruce Leroy. He was talking to Bruce Leroy.
Yep. So that was Sho'nuff. Played by Julius Carey. Very few people know his name. This movie has one of the most unintentionally funny moments I've ever seen in any movie. He walks into the restaurant wherever they are, and he's like, "My name is Sho'nuff, and I'm the Shogun of Harlem." How you just gonna walk in somewhere and tell somebody that? What is that?
Yeah, no.
Top of the order, so we're back to Melodie. Melodie, here's your quote. "How much for one reel?"
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Was that Chris Tucker?
Got the Chris right.
I wish you had given me this.
Yeah, it was Chris something. Oh man. I know this too. Well, at least I got one. Let's see.
If you need a lifeline, ask Ashley.
Okay, Ashley, help me out. It's at the tip of my tongue.
How much one? Okay, that's from the what's that? I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Oh,
right. I don't know who it was. I don't know who the I don't know the character's name, but I want to say Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. It is
Yeah.
Chris Rock.
Okay.
Chris Rock. Yeah. But,
He literally didn't have a name. That his character was called Rib Joint Customer. That was
I don't know the dude's name. Yeah.
You got change for 100.
Why don't you pour the pop in my hand for a dime?
Zahkia, here's your quote. And I'm going to censor it to cut down on the beeps because I don't want to hear myself saying beep too many times in this.
Oh my God. Okay.
You know you done effed up, right?
My dad talking to me.
So this is a movie from the 90s. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like I need more.
All right. Sounds like Dean and Robert have a tag on it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Bill Duke.
Bill Duke, yep.
Yeah, and
director Bill Duke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the movie? Which not Boys in the Hood? The other one, Boys in the Hood.
The other one.
Yeah.
The other
Menace to Society.
Yeah.
I don't remember because obviously he was a detective, but I don't remember what his name was.
He was just billed as detective. Yep. So speaking of that, Dean, we're going to come back to you. Here's your quote. Oh, now you're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe.
I don't know that one. Was that a pimp in one of those movies? Was that a pimp?
No, this is a classic.
This character wasn't a pimp. I don't think.
Okay.
Well, the character that said it definitely wasn't a pimp. Anybody want to help Dean?
You got me on that one.
That is Harlem Nights.
It is.
Slight kind of fun fact. I actually used to work with one of her cousins. This is Della Reese.
Della Reese, yeah.
I can't remember her character name though. Because for some, like, my mind is stuck on Sunshine, and that obviously was
isn't everyone's.
All I remember was that dude calling up his wife saying, "Yeah, honey, I ain't coming home.
I ain't never coming home."
No,
like Leela Rashawn put it on. Beep. So yes, this is Harlem Nights. The character's name was Vera, played by
Vera.
Yeah. My favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes in that movie, Red Fox is talking to Eddie Murphy about something, and she's off screen saying, "Where's all the milk at? You only left a swallow in here."
Well, swallow it.
Well, swallow it. Shut the F up.
And then that bird kicks in, like, beep.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Okay. So now we are at Robert. All right, so here's your quote, Robert. I will put my foot so far up your beep, the water on my knee will quench your thirst.
Oh, man.
From the 90s.
From the 90s. Damn,
Is that 10 points Ravenclaw? Did I stump everybody?
No, is that Chris Tucker talking, or is that just a beautiful inflection in your voice?
It's not Chris Tucker, and I will admit the impression wasn't very good.
Okay.
I will say the character rocked the gold tooth.
TB4? No.
Nope.
No. Oh my goodness.
He was a military man.
Oh, Kane, Major Payne.
Yeah.
Major Payne. Yep.
Oh.
Yep, Major Payne played by
that list.
Damon Wayans.
Yep.
I forgot about that movie. Man.
I have definitely seen that movie multiple times and forgot.
Right. I'm going to switch the order a little bit because I want to give Ashley a more contemporary movie. So, Ashley, here's your quote. Baby, I'm going to sign your pity on the running kind. She's like, what?
Side of tie.
Side of tie. Side of tie.
See.
you say the quote again?
Baby, I'm gonna sign your pity on the runny kind.
She's like, is that English?
From the 2000s, produced by Chris Rock.
A movie that would say something as crazy as that sounds. I'm thinking it's not Airplane, because that's, I don't think that would be in this category.
Nope.
Another movie, I'm thinking like, I don't think this is it. Like, I was thinking.
Anybody want to help her?
Like Pootie Tang or something.
Pootie Tang.
You got it.
No, wait.
You got it.
Who said that in Pootie Tang?
Pootie Tang.
That was Pootie Tang.
That was
Pootie Tang himself. The Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
I didn't think of what? Oh my god.
Pootie.
Who played Pootie Tang?
Lance Carruthers.
Okay.
He's kind of like a one-hit wonder of actors, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Melody.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back up here. All right. So here's your quote. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Oh.
Okay. So that's The Temptations.
Yes.
But I have no idea who said it.
Oh, I can help out.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Cecilia.
That is David Ruffin, played by Leon.
Indeed
Ah.
it is.
That's it.
David Ruffin. I'm David Ruffin.
I'm David Ruffin.
That is also my husband's favorite quote just to say around the house.
It's really good. It's really strong. Zahkia, here's your quote. It's one word. Marcus.
That rolly R makes me think like, is that like Eartha Kitt or something? But she didn't.
It is. Is Eartha Kitt.
Yes.
Okay.
Good pull.
What Eartha Kitt is this?
Lady Eloise.
Lady Eloise from
Get in the 90s.
Get in the 90s.
Help her out, Dean.
Boomerang.
It's from Boomerang.
I always forget about Boomerang. I know that movie exists.
Man, that's got three of the well, Eartha Kitt wasn't as fine at that age, but that was three of the finest black women that ever walked the earth as in that movie.
Because Halle Berry.
You gotta coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Halle Berry, it was Robin Givens, and Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, I get Boomerang and Harlem
and Leela
Nights.
Rashawn. Forgot about her.
Yeah, that's why I get Boomerang and Harlem Nights all bungled up, because Leela Rashawn.
Yep.
So yeah.
All
End
right.
of the Road is Boomerang, right?
Yeah, was that in Boomerang? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dean, here's your quote. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall.
Nights like this, like me. Ain't nobody sang like Eddie Kane.
Yes.
Damn, 5 Heartbeats. That's the movie.
Yes.
When I graduated Howard, me and my brother went to see 5 Heartbeats. Big time set.
So great. Yes, Eddie Kane played by Michael Wright. Good job. We're in the last round now, by the way. Robert, here's yours. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
New Jack City, Wesley Snipes, and come on, Color Money Brother. What the hell's your name?
Help him out, Ashley. Help him
Take
out.
it, Ashley.
It's Nino Brown.
Nino Brown.
Nino Brown.
Nino
Yes.
Brown.
I got one.
All right, so we're going to round out with Ashley now. This is an older quote, Ashley, so we may make this like a community thing, because I don't know if you've heard this before or not. But here's the quote anyway. Way down in the jungle deep,
Oh my
a
God.
bad bee lion stepped on a signifying monkey's feet.
Ashley, I've got you. If you don't have it, it's fine.
Yeah, we got you.
One of the first blaxploitation movies I ever saw. I think I was like 9.
Oh, it is a blaxploitation movie.
Yeah.
It's very old.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
From the makers of Petey Wheatstraw,
Dolomite.
Devil's Son-in-Law.
Dolomite. Yes.
Mhm.
Dolomite, played by?
I got you.
Allie, go for it.
Rudy
Ray Moore.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
What's that rat soup eating muppet want with me?
The
Do
second
you know How do you know how many times my dad would just sit down and look me in the eye and say the signifying monkey thing to me? Just at a whim? Just because he felt like it?
That explains a lot about your childhood, Zahkia.
That's a childhood for sure.
Indeed it is. I highly recommend the second movie, The Human Tornado.
Yes. And if you look at that party scene, as far as old as that movie is, you will see in that party Ernie Hudson. Still basically looking almost the same as he looks today.
Wow.
Ernie Hudson is in that party scene at the beginning.
That's impressive. Okay. That was a hilarious warm-up, Chris. Thank y'all so much for your participation. So this is going to be episode 464. This is going up on the main feed. So thanks to all of you who are supporting the show so far. And if you like this type of stuff or these type of episodes and you want to hear more, you can go to trivialwarfarearmy.com, sign up at the sergeant level or above, and you can hear all of the weekly episodes, not just the bi-weekly releases. Again, like I said, this is episode 464. Our teams are Zahkia, Melodie, and Dean versus Robert and Ashley. And it's time to play the game.
Players. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what time it is. This is Mr. Literature himself, cordially inviting you to the game. This is 6 rounds of trivia goodness. 3 questions per round. Every right answer gets you 10 points. In the middle, we'll take a pause for the cause and ask a midpoint question worth up to 20 juicy points. After round 6, you can wager any or all those points you've been building up and take a shot at the final round. It's a series of theme-based questions we call the Gauntlet. It's just that easy, baby. But this game ain't gonna play itself, players. Let's get it on.
I'm gonna put everybody's fears to rest. I'm not trying to strike everybody out here. These are appropriate difficulty questions. There are no black cards at risk. You'll be fine. Okay? You'll be fine. Round 1, question 1. Your category is science.
Science!
In 1983, engineer Guion Bluford became the first African American to do what?
Where's my laugh emoji? Because I am 100 P on that one.
So Zahkia, Dean, and Melodie are locked in. So Ashley, Robert, you can talk it out.
Guion Bluford? Is that what was the name?
Guion Bluford. Guion.
Yeah, so you said 1980.
1983.
83.
He's an engineer, is 1983. I put in chat, go into space. I don't know if that is accurate or true. That would be my guess. I don't know.
The funny thing is, like, I'm thinking kind of that you're in that same area. It's like it's early 80s, and as many of the years that we've had these questions, Ben is a fan, Jemison fan. So I think we can just like stay like Jemison adjacent. I'm fine with it. That's just
I like the logic. This is catering towards Ben's proclivities. So let's
just go with the first one to go to space.
Yeah, we'll lock it in.
So you locked in with go to space. Zahkia, Melodie, Dean, what did you say?
So last night, my husband and I are watching Abbott Elementary, and at the end, one of the teachers says, explains to a little girl, like, this is Guion Bluford, and explain that he is from Philadelphia. And I'm like, yeah, I know that name. I'll look it up in case it's on the Black History Month.
How convenient.
And Guion Bluford Jr., which you would have to be with that name, is the first African-American to go to space, because there was Afro-Cuban person that went before him, Armando Tamayo. So first African-American to go to space.
He was indeed the first African-American to go to space. Great job, both teams. And Zahkia had my flavor text there. So there was someone 3 years earlier that was of African descent that went, but he was the first African-American to go to space. Great job, both teams. Round 1, question 2. Your category is Ben wants you to murder a hit.
Here we go.
Okay.
I want you to sing any part of this 1984 duet, which was later sampled by the likes of Eric B. and Rakim, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G., DJ Easy Rock and Rob Bass, and Lil Wayne. So all of those artists have sampled this song. Here's your lyrics. Someone to count on in a world of change. Here I am. Stop where you're standing. What you need is a lover, a man to take over. This is a 1984 duet. All right, need y'all to lock in.
Good to lock. Lock emoji. We're in.
Okay, Ashley Robert, we're out of time, so what you got?
We were joking about singing a Captain and Tennille song, but this is the Black History Month. I don't have anything.
I'm sitting here like the dudes in Spaceballs. Like I ain't seen beep. Like I don't. This 84. This is me in the back of the back seat of the car, listening to my mama's jams. Like, and I wasn't paying attention to those songs back then. I have absolutely no clue whatsoever.
Sing something.
I mean.
To me one more time.
Okay. So you're locking in with Captain Demille. Do it to me one more time. Okay.
I was gonna go back to, when I hosted it, and back to my question and go, give me a hoe if you got your funky bus fare. It's a double Dutch bus rolling down the street.
So you're locking in with Do That To Me One More Time / Double Dutch Bus. Okay.
Mash up.
Double Dutch bus. Do that to me one more time on the double Dutch bus.
There it is. On the double Dutch bus. Right. Okay. See, that's what I tell y'all. Y'all wish I could read what I'm reading right now. Okay. So Zahkia, Melodie, and Dean.
We had no idea either.
Yeah, I was backing up lyrics.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of because of Rob Bass was It Takes Two.
That's
and
what I
I
said.
couldn't get that song out of my head.
You gotta sing something.
I want to rock right now. I'm a bassman that came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious.
Damn,
Gina.
Even one never saw me like.
I don't know. Let's go, cuz.
It takes two to make the thing go right.
It takes two to make it out of sight.
1, 2, 3,
get loose now.
There you go.
Yeah, put that James Brown sample in there. Hold up.
Exactly. 10 points Ravenclaw, but we had a great concert just now. I hope everyone. Well, first of all, I would probably classify this song as a one-hit wonder. And I will also say that the beat of the song is more popular than the song itself, I think. But I'm going to go ahead and sing these lyrics for you. Someone to count on in a world of a change. Here I am, stop where you're standing. What you need is a lover, a man to take over.
Oh,
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look any further. And of course, the beat is.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been sampled
Don't
to
look
death.
no foot. Yeah, who's that? Is that Ashford and Simpson?
No, it's Dennis Edwards and Saida Garrett.
Oh, I know those names. One from the Temptations, the other one, the other lady.
And the other one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The other one.
Also, probably the most coked out music video you will ever see in your life. Dennis Edwards was on one in that music video. So I encourage all of you to go watch the Don't Look Any Further music video after this. Round 1, question 3. Category is movies.
Movies.
Robert's cousin, Sidney Poitier, became the first Black person to win the Oscar for Best Actor. In what 1963 film did Sidney star? So I want to know what movie he won the Oscar for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Do we?
Meow meow.
Yeah.
Oh, she got meow meows.
I got meow meows on this one.
Her paw. Oh my God.
Kitty cleaning.
Hey, Ben, can you repeat the year?
1963. We got to figure out how to make this a video show. People need to see this. Like, this is not enough just audio. Okay, so y'all are locked in. So Zahkia and team are locked in. So Ashley and Robert, you can talk it out.
It's not In the Heat of the Night. It's not To Serve with Love. It's not the movie that I just watched a couple weeks ago with him and Harry Belafonte called Buck and the Preacher, which very interesting watching Sidney Poitier play in kind of a Western era type movie. Because like the seriousness is still there, but it's like there's no country swang in that voice at all.
What other movies was he in? Lilies in the Field, In the Heat of the Night. Which one?
Lilies in the Field.
Okay. Was that 1963? He was.
I would have been minus 13. I have no idea.
That's when my mom was born. Oops, I just outed mom.
I can't remember when In the Heat of the Night came out, if that was earlier or later. I think he got nominated for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
That was the other movie I was thinking about.
But he didn't win if he was nominated. I don't remember him winning. So I think it's Lilies in the Field. Yeah.
I'm going to trust you with but my initial thought, the first movie I thought of was Lilies in the Field. Then I thought of In the Heat of the Night. But you said that, and I was like, okay, well, it can't be that. If you don't think it's that, it can't be that. Then I don't know why I couldn't grab Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. But then that was a really popular movie. It's still popular. But I don't think he won an award for that one.
No, I think Hepburn was the only one who won an Oscar out of that movie.
All right, what should we go with? Are we going to go with Lilies?
I like Lilies in the Field.
Okay, let's go with it.
Lock in with Lilies in the Field.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, To Serve with Love was one of my favorite movies of his. I absolutely watched that movie so many times. Mm-hmm. But what's interesting is that Zahkia and I, we both said Lilies of the Field as the movie. Yeah. So that's what we locked in with.
Also, as an aside, like, we can't just gloss over. Rob, are you cousins or play cousins with Sidney Poitier?
That was a joke on Ben's part. Poitier, Robert, Everett.
Sidney Poitier, got you. All right.
I do not take part in any type of being in any relative of Sidney Poitier.
I mean, that's a good impression, though.
Any way, shape, or form. Although, and it's funny because, like, if you've never seen Buck and the Preacher, like, that tone that he uses from In the Heat of the Night and, like, To Serve with Love, that is still in there, Buck and the Preacher. And you just see him on a horse, dressed up, like 1800s with the hat, and that voice is still there. Just like,
they call me Mr. Tibbs.
I was waiting for him to hop off the horse and drop that line. I was like, damn.
There you go. Well, Ben's left with a tough decision because the correct answer is Lilies of the Field. I'm going to go ahead and give the points to both teams.
What did we say?
You said Lilies in the Field.
Well, that sounds something like I would say. I always mess one word up and everything.
It's a preposition.
Yeah, I'm not going to dock you points on a preposition. So, because if you type Lilies in the Field in Google, it's gonna correct it to the movie. So I'll give it to you. So 10 points to both teams.
Thank you.
At the end of the first round, we have a tie. Both teams have 20 points. Round 2, question 1. Your category is birthdays.
Birthdays.
And that's birthdays with an F.
Birthdays. The
concept of Black History Month started with the advent of Negro History Week. The second week of February was selected because it coincided with the birthdays of what two leaders? And if you want a hint, if both teams want a hint, I'll give you a hint. I guess you don't want a hint. It's fine with me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give you a hint anyway.
I can't come up with anybody else besides those two.
Yeah, so,
we're going to go ahead and lock in while you guys are talking it out.
What year was Black History Month initiated?
I think it was before the Black Panther movement thing. So this is before Stokely Carmichael and those.
Okay.
So I do think Frederick Douglass is the correct answer. Yeah. My knee jerk was Malcolm X. I do think he was born in February, and like I said in the chat, I think Malcolm X is an Aquarius. There's something about he's got. So
does the time frame match up though? Does the time frame match up? Like, because he was still alive until 65, I think he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm concerned. Like, I thought it might be too. Like, of course, Frederick
too
Douglass
late.
Could be somebody older. I don't know. It could be anybody. It could be Harry Tubman. And I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying I'm just guessing a more historic person.
I'm trying to remember the year that Negro History Week started.
It's Carter G. Woodson started, right?
Yeah.
Because it was the 60s or the 70s. It was 1976 when it became Black History Month. I know that was the year.
Nice.
So Negro History Week, I thought might have been in the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Right.
I wouldn't guess it would be in the 50s though, because Brown versus Board just passed in that in 55. So 50. Still too much animosity for Negro History Week.
We're ready. We're never ready, actually. But
never ready. But
so we're thinking the 60s.
Yeah.
But Malcolm X was up and doing things in the 50s.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, I'm not against it. That was my only concern, just so we can talk it out.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that's a valid concern about the timing. It just, like, I do think he was born in February, because when you think of, like, President's Day, and for some reason I'm like, and Malcolm X is born in February.
And we've all read the autobiography, and I'm like, okay, I know he's from Nebraska, he's Malcolm Little,
right.
Detroit Red. I know all these facts. I'm like, when was that man born?
Need to answer, guys.
I'm going to
I'm good.
Freddy D and
Freddy D and Malcolm X.
Yeah, I was calling that.
That's a great group.
The Bizarre of Eric B. and Rakim.
I think Freddy D might be in the lead for show title. Maybe. You're locking in with
Frederick Douglass and Malcolm X.
Freddy D and Malcolm X. Got it. Okay. And Rob and Ashley, what did you say?
Now I'm just got X gonna give it to you coming in my head, and I'm just seeing Freddy D be the hype man at that song right now. So we were talking that out, and from what I remember, Negro History Week came out. It was in the 1920s. I think it was like 1926. I want to say, I think it was 26.
I think you're right.
I think it was 26, and so I knew, like, right off the bat, that one of those was, well, actually Ashley came up with the other one, which was Frederick Douglass, but I knew right off the jump that it was also Abraham Lincoln.
And they were already celebrating, to some extent, his birthday as a holiday. So Carter G. Woodson took Frederick Douglass's birthday and Lincoln's birthday to kind of draw awareness to Black history during that week. So we went with Freddy D and Lincoln.
Freddy D and Abel. The hint I was going to give you that nobody wanted was that the birthdays of the two men that they was named after were February 12th, 1809 and February 14th, 1818. Which I ain't want my hint. So
we should go with the hint.
We should have.
So Negro History Week was started in 1926. And Malcolm X is a Taurus.
I just looked that up. I am so sad.
No.
I'm a Taurus. You're a Taurus.
Everybody's a Taurus, not really. But the correct answer is Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. So good job, Ashley and Robert.
Yes, good job, y'all.
Good job.
Round 2, question 2, category is geography.
Geography.
The first celebration of Black History Month happened in what state? All right. Need some answers, y'all.
Rob, let's try to have as much fun as they're having.
All right, y'all. Time's up. Need y'all to lock in.
I think we're locked in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So,
for the plot.
Yeah.
So Zahkia and team, type in your locked in answer. And then Ashley and Robert, I need you to give me an answer quickly.
I mean, you just went all caps. Do you just want to lock that in?
So just to give some background, I was thinking, it couldn't have been a southern state. So I said Virginia, and I was like, pause on Virginia, because there's like way too many unincorporated towns, if you know what I mean, in Virginia. So then we looked at Maryland, and Rob was like, well, let's maybe look a little further west, because, there was like a migration of people out of like eastern states out west. And I was thinking like, okay, well, what colleges had like really big protests in the 70s, right? Like he threw out Ohio. I immediately thought about Kent State.
as much as I hate Ohio, I want to because it's the armpit of everything. We have to go through it for everything.
Let's go with Ohio.
All right, Kent State. We're locking in with Ohio.
Okay, Melodie, Zahkia, Dean.
We briefly talked about Michigan, but in a completely different way, like playing to Ben. So this could be Michigan, Alabama, or Florida.
Not Alabama. Oof. I'm sorry.
I mean, I know. We didn't go with any of those, though. We talked about Virginia. We're almost going to lock in on it. And then Ben's like, hey, no. Remember, Black History Month. And we're like, oh, Black History Month. Probably not Negro History Week. So we kind of took everything related to Carter Woodson out. And then Dean said Georgia. And I'm like, oh, Atlanta, great Black city. That could be a thing. And then we're just kind of like, Melodie came in with New York or Michigan. We all just kind of like New Yorked it.
So you locked in with New York? Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Black History Month was proposed and later first celebrated by professors and students at Kent State University in Ohio.
Wow.
So great job, Ashley and Robert.
Wow.
Oh,
Pulled out of our
beep.
We were like, we were seriously thinking like we were going to protest in the 70s. Oh my God. We almost went with
Wait, is that a Jonathan or?
nope. Can't be a Jonathan on this episode.
Oh, okay.
What? It can be a Sebastian. He's Black, but.
Wow.
Round 2, question 3. Your category is U.S. presidents. Black History Month received official federal recognition by what U.S. president?
Oh, y'all good on my logisticiaries here?
We're gonna lock in.
Can y'all please clarify what answer you're locking in with?
Oh God.
Please.
Sorry, I'm mad.
I just typed it in.
Robert is so triggered. Okay, they're locked in. All right, so Zahkia, Melodie, and Dean, you got about 90 seconds.
So, Melodie, you said earlier that you thought a Black History Month was federally recognized in 1976. And we're like, well, who was president in 1976? And we all said Carter. And like, that's good, but no. 1976, I believe, was an election year. So that means that Jimmy Carter wasn't officially president until 1977, making the president that would recognize it Gerald Ford. Ford, you think maybe that he wouldn't do this, but I don't know. He's from Michigan, progressive.
Michigan, right? Michigan.
So, Melodie, it comes down to how confident are you in the 1976 versus how confident are you in Carter?
Because I remember because I was reading up things yesterday, and this was one of the things. And I thought I remembered 76 correct because it's my birthday year. But then part of me remembers seeing Carter. So, but that can't add up unless it was 77.
I'll let you make the decision.
Oh, no. Okay, so we'll go Ford then?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Lock in with Ford.
Locking in with Gerald Ford, Ashley, and Robert.
Thank God Rob is on this team because I jumped out the gate with Johnson and we had to think. And we're like, we just had 2 questions on this. Black History Month was in the 70s. So we're like, okay, let's walk forward from Johnson. Definitely wasn't Nixon. So we're like, who came after Nixon? So when we landed on Ford.
All right.
Would you like to share any color from the chat, Rob? I'm not going to steal your thunder. I also want you to say it so people get mad at you.
I will say it. I'm going to say it. So we were going through the presidents, and then obviously we started with Johnson, and then, Ashley asked who became president after Johnson. So first she said Ford, and I said, no, it went Nixon, then Ford, then Carter, then beep, Reagan.
Oh, no.
And that's when I kind of got mad.
He was triggered. Everett, beyond like.
So we were going through, and then we were just obviously making sure that we're going to lock in with Ford. And my comment after that was, lock it in like the drug trade Reagan created to kill us all.
So, not touching that one. So y'all locked in with Ford?
Wow.
So yes, we locked in with Gerald Ford.
All right. I'm not going to endorse or deny those comments. I'm just going to let that be yours. All right. So federal recognition of Black History Month occurred during the celebration of the bicentennial, which obviously happened in 1976 by Gerald Ford.
Woo! Though I think Dean has some Ronald Reagan commentary that, that happened in 1980.
Oh, yeah, he did the MLK Day. And that's what I was thinking of when I first gave my answer. And I was like, I know he did some for Black people. Not really. But I mean, I know he did something. But it was MLK Day.
All the drugs on the MLK streets, it's Ronald Reagan's fault.
Yeah, he kept the metric system for that stuff.
So, this...
Oh, my God.
So here's the thing, when it comes to presidents, right? There are policies that I may agree with or disagree with that are attributed to presidents that have no bearing on my opinion of that president, right? So, for example, there are a lot of policies that Obama implemented during his 2 terms as president that I don't agree with, but I can say as a Black person, I always feel some obligation to defend everything Obama does because he's Black. Like, that's just... I don't know if it's Black guilt, whatever you want to call it.
It's what you do.
Yeah. And, there are other presidents that have implemented things that I agree with, but they're morally bankrupt individuals. And so I don't support them as individuals, but I agree with some of the stuff that they did. Right. So that's all I'm going to say about the president thing. Now, at the end of the second round, Robert and Ashley pulled out to a lead. It is now 50-30.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So round 3, question 1. Your category is science. Science! In 1986, Dr. Patricia Bath invented a new laser-based device and technique for what medical procedure?
Oh.
I'm going to say specifically, you can make it general to what body part?
Melodie, are you good to...
Yeah, we can lock in because I know this one. Yeah, because...
Oh, okay.
She went to Howard, so I mean... you gotta represent.
We're locked in.
Right.
I mean, you said laser-based and 84 and, in the 80s, and I think that was around the time that LASIK eye surgery started being done. So we just decided, that it was a good idea.
That was my joke.
Wrong.
I wanted to say it just so that she wasn't going to get the dad joke hate on that one. I'm taking the L, but we went with LASIK eye surgery.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, as soon as you said Patricia Bath, I was hoping you would leave it. You said so much, Ben. You was giving all these clues. I was like, he's gonna give it on anybody. Get it now. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I as soon as I heard the name Patricia Bath, I knew it was LASIK, so I was locked in. Like I said, you went on with in 1980 this and what procedure, what body part,
laser this, yeah.
Well, the questions were playing so hard. I wanted to try to, but yeah.
But yeah, going forward to just be the person's name and then leave the rest of us to figure out the details around it.
I was on it from the start, but yeah, so
1986, she did invent the text that I have is cataract surgery, but I will accept LASIK or eye surgery. So both teams get full credit.
I mean, Dean wanted that question to be like, Patricia Bath, what she be doing?
What she did? What she had? What she did?
I got an idea.
Oh my God. Okay. Round 3, question 2. Category is famous quotes.
All right.
Any artists out there that want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record dancing, come to death row. This was perhaps the first shot in the East Coast, West Coast beef, courtesy of Suge Knight during what event?
Oh.
And for 2 bonus points, in what year were those famous words spoken? So tell me what event this occurred and what year for bonus.
Ooh, wait a minute. No, wait. Hang on. I guess I should ask before I just lock emoji. Y'all good? Okay, we're locked.
All right. Ashley and Robert, talk it out.
Immediately, we thought Suge Knight, the 90s, is probably the source of awards. We were trying to figure out the year for the extra point. And I was trying to think about, it was East Coast, West Coast beef. when was it hot? I think we were trying to figure out when Tupac died.
And then I said, did he though? But I think, but it was 96. It was 96 when he died.
So if he died in 96,
I mean, my guess of 97 isn't seeming too.
No, Suge kind of like disappeared for a little bit after Tupac died for reasons that we have no idea why. So I'm thinking like when we see I'm thinking it had to be Tupac probably was still alive. If he died in 96, I'm thinking 94 or 95. Maybe we go with 95. It's a multiple choice question. There's only 10 years in the 90s. I think it would have had to been like while the rivalry was alive. So Tupac was alive, probably 94, 95. What do we want to go with for that extra point?
Let's go with your gut there on 95 and just stick with that. So Source Awards and 95. That's what we're locking in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Zahkia and team, what did you say?
This was all my team. I had no idea. So take it away.
Dean was watching, but maybe a couple of months ago, Dane comes to me and he's telling me about all the crazy events that happened at the Source Awards in 1 year in the 90s. So, and the Suge Knight thing was one of them. I can't remember anything else, but he definitely pulled me aside to tell me about this. And we're trying to narrow down the year. We do think Tupac was alive. Hopefully Tupac died not long after. Because we said 96. My first thought was like 97. That seemed too late. I did say 95, and I think we just kind of split the difference and said 96. Makes sense because I think Puffy's profile was a little bit more built up around that time, and he was the one dancing in the videos. So we said 96 Source Award.
Those iconic words were spoken at the Source Awards, so 10 points to both teams for that. Happened in 1995. So bonus points to Ashley and Robert.
It is the 95 Source Awards. Dane will not let me forget this now.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, 95 was the year I graduated high school, so that's how it sticks in my mind. And I remember October 96 when Tupac died because it was one of those things where I remember where I was when I heard the news because I think I was college. So I was at this girl's place I was messing around with. Y'all know how that goes. And, I'm rounding second and, MTV comes on and, the news breaks. And obviously now I'm back to the dugout because Tupac got shot up in Vegas. More information y'all probably want to know about 18.
Now we know.
Especially when you talk about the 90s and dugout. I'm not sure if that would be the right reference.
Well, I was tired of the rounding second, like round 3, question 3. All right. Speaking of rounding second, your category is sports.
Sports.
Nearly a year ago, LeBron James became the all-time highest scoring player in NBA history, passing what NBA Hall of Famer?
We are locked in.
Okay, y'all can talk it out. Zahkia, Melodie, Dean.
Zahkia is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and she keeps saying it's the mailman.
Karl Malone.
Is it?
It's Karl Malone. I think there was like a thing where Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like, hey, bud, nice job. And I do think he is up there, but there's something about Karl Malone that man played freaking forever and just had all...
Kareem had 6 MVPs.
I get it. He's good and he played a long time, but he did not play as long as Karl Malone.
Okay. Then we'll go with Karl Malone. I think, okay. I'm not wondering because when I play my team, I'm like, it's a team thing. So I'm like, all right. I mean, if someone has more conviction than I do, then I just say, okay. And it's fine. Like, we're gonna definitely know after this, right?
We'll definitely know, and we'll see if you just hate me forever.
Never forget it when it comes up.
Okay.
So you're locking in with
Karl Malone.
Ashley and Robert, what did you say?
So I remember this from one of my shows where I was hosting, where we had the question where the question was the top 3 scorers all time in the NBA. Their names begin with what letter? And so obviously that letter was K. And so the top 3 before LeBron, 3 was Kobe, 2 was Karl Malone, 1 was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, man.
And so number 2 should be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar / Lou Alcindor.
I should have insisted because I really knew it, but I was like, all right.
I'm going to say this. Just playing team trivia with friends and like being on Trivial Warfare several times. If you're on a team with a man and you yourself are not out there hooping, you don't work at ESPN, you are not writing, you don't have a diary where you're writing down, trust what the man says. Like,
yeah.
Just go with what he says. I'm not trying to be like.
But I didn't want to like.
I'm not a sports person, but I wrote down Jabbar and I wrote down Chamberlain, but I do not know the sports, so I was out of that conversation.
Another thing about it, you have to care about sports to get the answer right. So even if you watch it, if you don't care, like, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go. I thank Rob for paying attention and caring about this because I had no idea.
Yeah.
I did not contribute at all.
Well, what if you have a Detroit Bad Boys hoodie? And 2, Dean first said Wilt Chamberlain, so I had to pull him off of that one.
That was just a chain reaction, but I was like, wait a second. I got myself back in, and I was like, it's the big man, it's Kareem. But I really enjoy your,
passion,
your histrionics, and I'm like, you know what? It's just fun watching make your case. I mean,
Karl Malone played 19 seasons in the NBA and finished his career with nearly 37,000 points. Kareem played 20 seasons and finished his career with over 38,000 points. So your correct answer is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Okay, so after the third round, Ashley and Robert, you're on a streak here. You got 82 points. Y'all are rolling. That train is rolling. Kia, Melodie, and Dean, you have 50, though. So you're not that far behind.
Okay.
Your midpoint question is musical definitions. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to define a word for you using a reference from a song. I want you to tell me the word that I am defining. So I'm looking for one-word answers.
Okay.
Now, as an example, this would not technically be a one-word answer, but so you can get a feel for what I'm asking for. The question will be something like, what is the precise time that Usher was in the drop top?
Yes.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Right. So that's what I'm looking for. So each of these, I'm looking for one-word answers. Okay. Here's your first one. If you want to be starting something with Michael Jackson, this is what you are. And I'll post these in the chat. So the second one is, in Southern California, this apparently never happens, according to Tony. Third, and this is especially for Zahkia, this is the specific amount of time Keith Sweat wants to make it last.
I know it.
Number 4.
Okay.
Go ahead, Zahkia. No, go.
I actually like that one.
Okay.
I will say.
Okay. All right. Fourth one is what nobody can tell Lil Nas X. And the last one is what Cisco's life is without you.
On those last two, I feel pretty good.
Because music is always my worst category, so I'm glad you pulled through on that.
Yeah, I think I have all these.
Okay.
So let me listify them for Ben.
Mm-hmm.
You said number 2, I started grooving because I love that song. Melodie, you feel good? Okay. Lockety, lockety, lock.
All right. So Ashley and Rob, you can talk it out.
I don't have anything on the 5th one. 1, I'm pretty confident on. 2 and 3, I mean, we could just go with those. What you have.
So number 2, Tony. I know that one's Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Sweat wants to make it last forever. We gotta go with forever.
Yeah, Lil Nas X. Ain't nobody tell me nothing. So
yeah, nothing. Yeah,
nothing.
What do you say? So hold on. Let's go through them again. The first one you said Michael Jackson was which one? What's the answer? Did you have for that?
I have vegetable.
Okay,
you're vegetable.
Is that part of the song? Oh, is that in the song?
That's in that's in the song. It sounds completely illegible as hell, but then you figured it out. It's like you're a vegetable.
I just came up with the Cisco answer. Sorry, while you were talking. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think incomplete. Because remember that song? I had to sing it to myself. So we talking about vegetable. I'm glad the vegetable.
Sing it aloud, please.
Girl, my life is incomplete. I had to sing it in my head. Sorry, I think it's incomplete.
Okay.
Unless I'm completely wrong and I just embarrass myself. I've been embarrassing myself all day, so it's fine.
We'll go with it. So we'll go. So our order is vegetable, rain, forever, nothing, incomplete. That is 1 through 5. We locked that in.
Kia, Melody, and Dean, what did you say?
Would you like me to sing the answers?
Absolutely.
You're a vegetable. You're a vegetable. The eight of you, the vegetable. You're just a buffet. You're a vegetable. It's weird. All right, 2. It never rains in Southern California. 3. I am going to sing a Keith Sweat song.
Yes.
Make it last forever. Don't let our love, baby. Okay, right. Okay. 4. Can nobody tell me nothing? And 5. Without you, girl, my life is incomplete. But I can't do 50 backflips on stage. So.
That was good. She good.
I mean, to be honest, there's no way he wasn't coked up when he did those backflips. Just saying. Yeah, so it looks like y'all have identical answers. So indeed, you are a vegetable in the Michael Jackson song. It never rains in Southern California. Keith Sweat specifically wants to make it last forever. Can't nobody tell me nothing. You got that one. And Cisco's life is incomplete. So full credit to both teams.
Oh, we can't get ahead.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
We'll come around.
Yep,
No more
do it.
questions. We should
You
be
put
all right.
some more movie quotes out there. Y'all will catch up.
Girl, no.
All right, so 20 points to both teams. So coming out of the midpoint, Robert and Ashley have 102 points. You are doing great today. You've missed exactly one question the whole game.
Wow.
Zahkia, Melody, and Dean, you've got 70. So it's still anybody's game.
Mm-hmm. All right, that is the end of the first half. I am really enjoying today's game, by the way. I hope you are too. But I need to let you know that today's show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We welcome back BetterHelp as a sponsor of Trivial Warfare. We love BetterHelp. I use BetterHelp. I find it amazingly helpful. I think about relationships and I think about some of the dealings that I've had with different people. And, you know, it's funny that a lot of times people think that you have to have things easy, that things need to be easy in different relationships for them to be, quote, right, you know? One of the things I've learned through BetterHelp is that sometimes it's just a matter of putting the work in. And a great relationship lots of times is just one where two people are both willing to put the work in. BetterHelp has done a lot for me around my understanding of how I show up in relationships, and not specifically my counselor that I access through BetterHelp. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. I think it would be really helpful for you, frankly. It would be helpful for anybody. It's online, totally online. It is super convenient and flexible. You can make it work with your schedule. And it doesn't take much to get started. Lots of media today tells us we need to find our soulmate. We need to do this. We need to do that. You can become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. You can be enough for you. BetterHelp can help with that kind of thing. You need to visit betterhelp.com/TWA. You can do that today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TWA. And yeah, you'll get 10% off your first month. I think this is a great thing for anybody considering therapy, and I hope you do it today. All right, let's get on with the second half of today's game.
Round 4, question 1. Your category is science.
Science. More science. Science. Sorry.
There you go. Patrick and Benjamin Binder were conjoined twins, joined at the head, separated at Johns Hopkins Children's Center in 1987 by what black neurosurgeon?
Did y'all see? Yeah. You guys want to lock? Because I feel pretty good about that. Okay.
I think we were just about to lock in too.
Yeah, I think for me that's the only black neurosurgeon I know, and sometimes it feels like it's a shame that there is a school nearby that has his name on it. But you know, he's got his accomplishments, and I'm okay. I'm being real, like political commentary
You can
today.
be cynical because you got to call it out when you see it. So
I know, but I'm doing a lot of call outs today, and just like, damn, like what happened to my breakfast? Like, what's like my mom would say, what's wrong with you?
Who raised you? All right, so y'all locking in.
Yeah, so we are locking in with Ben Carson.
Okay, Melodie Dean Zahkia.
Detroit's very own neurosurgery sellout.
And that's we can't disregard the man's accomplishments.
No, we cannot. We cannot.
But
we could disregard some accomplishments.
Okay, not political stuff aside. Whatever. Is it weird that he is a neurosurgeon that seems sleepy all the time? Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
whatever.
Got to have a steady hand, right? So maybe he's just.
It's all that Popeye's chicken he was eating.
I don't even get that reference, and it's still funny. Like I just.
No, he had a story about he got held up at Popeye's chicken one time. You don't remember that? That was
no.
the news.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you look it up. Like he had like this fake story that I guess it was fake that he was held up at Popeye's chicken. That was kind of like his black card thing. Like, say, see, I'm like everybody else. Well, you look it up, you'll find out what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but we got locked in with your namesake, Ben
Indeed.
Carson.
Yes.
Yeah, correct answer is Ben Carson. He had an autobiography. I forget the name of it. Had hands in the title.
Like Miracle Hands, like
something like that.
Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. played him in the movie.
Played him in the movie. Yeah.
You know, my mother recommended the book to me as a child. Obviously, my namesake from Detroit, and he was a doctor. And I think every mother would want at least one of her successful children to be a doctor. That's just like a dream that every mother has. And so she recommended his book to me. I didn't read it. I mean, I was 13 at the time. Yes, his name has stuck out to me ever since. And then I was like, oh, he got appointed to lead HUD.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how being a neurosurgeon qualifies you to do that job, but there are a whole lot of people who weren't. Anyway, so yeah, answer's Ben Carson. Round 4, question 2. Your category is famous actresses.
Okay.
Famous actresses. Okay.
What legendary actress on either the big screen or small screen has played MLK's wife, Malcolm X's wife, Notorious B.I.G.'s mother, and Michael Jackson's mother? And I do have dates for each of these in case there is more than one person that has managed to do this.
Okay. Y'all feel good? You want to?
Yeah.
Locky lock? Okay.
Yep. Now that I think about it, because I was racking my brain for.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm leaving this in Ashley's hands because I'm drawing an absolute blank right now.
I remember Angela Bassett playing. I don't really remember Martin Luther King's wife, but I do remember Michael Jackson's mom, and I do remember the Malcolm X movie where she played Betty Shabazz. Unless I'm completely wrong, I'm going to be embarrassed. I think it's Angela Bassett. She's always been like the mom, right? She's always been like the matriarch. She has not aged a day since 1987.
Nope.
Like a very timeless mother figure. I mean, I'm pretty sure her legacy doesn't want to just be mother figure, but she plays the role well. Anyways, let's go with it.
I mean, she could set fire to my car any day she wants.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all, Robert. I like my car.
Maybe not.
Don't get me wrong. I love my car, but that walk away. Damn.
Make you want to forgive her, huh?
MDZ, what did you say?
Well, in the illustrious words of Ariana DeBose, Angela Bassett did the thing. And the thing is, they played Michael Jackson's mom in the Jackson's American Dream, that 1,600-hour TV miniseries. And she played Betty Shabazz next. So, yeah. Angela Bassett.
I mean, I don't think she would mind being a legacy, being everybody's mama. I mean, she was a Black Panther's mama. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, she was everybody's mama. Legendary actress. She also played Ike Turner's wife. She is indeed Angela Bassett. Great job, both teams. Your last question in the round is in games.
Games.
If you want to play a game of Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce, which is a variant of the game Spades, what 2 cards must be removed from the deck?
This is a black card question here.
Yep, looking for 2 cards.
I'm just now getting that, Rob. Dean, we probably have to start using that as the lock. Like,
okay.
I like it.
If I see the black fist in y'all's chat, I know y'all are locking in. So y'all are locked.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley and Robert.
Listen, it's Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce. There are 4 deuces in the deck. I know I was talking about Black Kings and Queens. I was being funny more than serious.
Mm-hmm.
But you're probably getting rid of 2 of the 2s. I'm guessing the 2 of spades and the 2 of clubs. I don't know. Would you get rid of the 2? Probably not the 2 of spades. Maybe the 2 of clubs and then like one of the other 2s. It probably is both of the black 2s. Because I mean, like, what the? No, it doesn't. None of that makes sense because it's spades, right?
Right.
So you're not gonna get rid of the 2 of spades. Maybe the 2 red 2s you get rid of.
Yeah, because I mean, has spade. Why you gotta get rid of black things? So.
No, because I know there's like a hierarchy to like the suits that we should know. What there really isn't is like whatever suit goes down first is like the play. But
yeah, like my family doesn't have enough cookouts where we play, so it's like I don't remember.
It was really just me and my mom playing, and we never played this version. We just play regular spades, like just with the whole deck. We would do like a third person, maybe me and her. Just like
go with what your gut's saying. I honestly have no clue.
Let's go with the club and pick one of the other ones, clubs and diamonds.
Okay.
So you're locking in with
the 2 of clubs, 2 of diamonds?
Yeah, the two of clubs and 2 of diamonds. Because that'll leave you with the 2 of spades, or should we keep the 2 of diamonds? No, we don't know. 2 of clubs and 2 of diamonds.
2 of clubs and 2 of diamonds. MDZ, what did you say?
D. Melodie, unmute yourself.
I mean, I knew because like I only play this way. Like when she says she only plays all the, I would never play that way. We always play Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce. So, you know, being in my family reunions, being in the dorms back in the day, the 2 of diamonds and 2 of spades are the 2 trumps. So that leaves you with to take out the 2 of clubs and the 2 of hearts.
Yeah,
that's the final answer.
Yep. So, flavor text. So 52 cards in the deck plus the jokers have an even amount. You got to take 2 cards out. Your trumps in order are big joker, little joker, 2 of diamonds and 2 of spades, and then the ace. So people who play regular card games like, how the hell is the 2 of diamonds the 3rd highest trump? Don't ask. This is something that was passed down by the ancestors.
That's how we play.
To keep it an even number of cards, you must remove the 2 of clubs and the 2 of hearts.
Yay, finally. I don't play it this way either, Ashley, but I remember listening to the Black History Month episode a couple of years ago, and there was like a mini argument on how to play the game, and there were different versions. So I was like, wait, I just listened to that. So it did help me.
I really like your team because it sounds like between you and Zahkia, you guys did your research before coming on the show today.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. And I should have opened up a book or let's do a podcast or something.
So Robert and Ashley, your lead has shrunk a bit. You're at 122. MDZ is at 100. Round 5, question 1. Your category is What I Miss. Bessie Coleman became the first Black woman and first Native American woman to obtain a pilot's license. What country granted her pilot's license?
Yep.
All right, so they're locked in. Oh, y'all gonna put up the black symbol? Okay, yeah, all right. I'm feeling it. All right.
We are.
What'd you say?
Ashley, you were right at it at the jump.
We went with France. We were just about to lock in. So
our locked in answer is France.
Oh, we should have 3-2-1'd it then.
There you go.
Because we immediately came in with France as well.
All right.
France with
fists. Yes, they said France with the fist. The category name was actually a clue. That was a reference from Hamilton when Jefferson came back from France. It was like, what did I miss? That was the clue there. Correct answer is France. Great job.
And if you ever see, I watched the Drunk History, and I don't watch that show really, but the one on her, was really good. And it was hilarious too, obviously, but that's where I learned that. So there's a good one on Bessie Coleman on Drunk History. That's where I learned that.
Yeah, there have been a couple of biopics on her. They haven't been like, I don't think they were made by major studios, but like, I haven't seen the biopics, but reading her biography, like,
she's fascinating.
Is crazy. Like her life was just amazing.
Yeah, she's a fascinating woman.
It's wild. All right, round 5, question 2. Your category is mononymous. Mononymous. My wife's dream concert lineup would consist of Prince, Beyonce, Rihanna, Joe, Usher, and Jaheim. Tell me which of these artists' stage names are not their birth first names.
Oh,
right?
Guys, I know. Sorry.
So I don't know. I want to know which of these artists do not perform under their birth first names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dean, you're in the main chat.
Just disregard what Dean said. Oh my God! Please don't make me have to throw this question out. Oh my God!
To clarify, are you saying no part of their name has it, or any part of their name?
So I gave you 6 names.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me which of those 6 names is not that person's birth first name.
Oh, birth first name.
Yeah.
All right. So MDZ is locked in. All right. Ashley and Robert, you can talk it out.
I mean, is there much to talk about at this point?
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say. I mean, Beyonce, that's her name. Usher, that's his name. Who else? We got Prince, definitely his name.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, I mean, what is his first name? Joseph. Okay. I think Rihanna's first name is Robin, but like I could be wrong.
I think so, but it is because Jaheim is Jaheim. So that would leave Rihanna.
Yeah, so let's go with
locking in with Rihanna.
All right, MDZ.
Robin, Rihanna, Fenty.
Yep.
Indeed. All right, so great job, both teams. Correct answer is Rihanna. I was trying to write that in such a way that it was not obvious how many answers I was looking for, but it sounds like y'all didn't get tripped up by that, and you gave me only one correct answer, so great job there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, round 5, question 3. Category is sports.
Sports.
The NFL's AFC Championship is being held during the weekend of this recording. What 2 black starting quarterbacks are facing off to earn a trip to the Super Bowl? So I want to know, what are their names? AFC Championship.
Huh? No.
So many black quarterbacks now. You get.
It's true.
Like,
it is true.
I'm like, I am not about to fight you on sports again, but I'm about to fight you on sports again.
I want to come around, but I was just like, oh, wait a second. You got me. Put me back.
We are locked in.
Okay.
All right, MDZ.
So this is AFC. So this is the Ravens versus the Chiefs. This is Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes. Yeah?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay. You can lock that in.
They're locked in.
That's great, Zahkia, but who are the chefs?
Love that commercial.
That would be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. The quarterbacks in that game would be Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Locking in with that.
Y'all are all over it. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Great job.
Great. Googly moogly.
Y'all are crushing it. After the 5th round, Robert and Ashley, you have 152 points. That's just destroying this game. MDZ, you got 130. So it's still a tight game. All right, going into round 6. Question 1, your category is money.
Money.
True Reformers Bank was founded in 1888 as the first black-owned financial institution in what somewhat ironic city?
We're locked in.
Okay. MDZ, talk it out.
So my first thought was like, is this Tulsa? Is that ironic or sad? True Reformers. Yeah.
So reform has to be the clue.
Yeah. I'm thinking, what does reform refer to?
Reformation?
Right.
Yeah, Reformation.
What is ironic?
Okay, reformation of what?
Or someone true reformer.
1888. So that's Reconstruction time.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Is it like St. Paul or something? Because he was St. Paul the reformer? Like what was like?
It was Martin Luther, right? He's
the reformer. Okay, yeah, he's okay, yeah.
Martin Luther.
But
that's Atlanta. It's not be Atlanta.
But is that ironic or just appropriate?
Right. It's on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because none
true reformer bank.
Reformations or what?
So when I think of Black people and banks and money, my first thought is always going to be Tulsa.
Okay.
But I can't pull anything related to like reformers. Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe it's the true. Is there a not true reformers? Are there some lying reformation out there?
But I like the Martin Luther Reformation.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, so that would be in Atlanta.
But it's still
that on the nose.
Yeah, it's not irony, you know.
I know. I totally agree.
Yeah.
So when you said irony, I was like, I don't know why I thought Salt Lake City.
Oh,
for like the Mormons.
Yeah, the irony of it, but
because there's like no Black people in Utah.
That's the first thing I thought.
Karl Malone was there.
Yeah, he's actually Louisiana, but I guess
Karl Malone was there.
That would be because that's true. There's not a lot of Black people there, so I have the first Black bank
in Salt Lake City. Ooh,
that's the first thing I thought, but I was like, I don't know. That's ridiculous, Dean. Be silly.
I don't know, guys. Like, there's still part of me that likes Tulsa, but I still like. I can't. I don't know if it's irony or not. So I'm gonna let you guys pick. And
Tulsa makes sense as far as what we know about Tulsa and that and all that. So
I wish Uncle Charlie Wilson would just come down and give me a sign.
Gap Band, yeah, they're from Tulsa. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, need an answer, guys.
Okay, let's go with Tulsa then. I'll say with Tulsa. I can't think of anything else.
Dean, I'm letting you pick after Carl.
Now it's on me. Okay.
Pick this one.
Okay, then we'll go with, there it is, Tulsa.
Okay. Robert and Ashley, what did you say?
First thing I was thinking when you said bank founded and Black owned, I was immediately in Atlanta. I was in Georgia. And then you brought the somewhat ironic part. And then I was just like, that just kind of went out the door. And then Ashley threw out a city that sounded pretty damned ironic. So we went with, you can finish that part off.
Yeah, it's the irony is that this bank was founded for people who are not necessarily considered rich men in Richmond, Virginia. I thought that was the irony, so we went with Richmond, Virginia. I didn't even think about the. You guys were thinking about the reformers.
Oh wow!
Part of it. I wish I had thought of that. I immediately just thought about slaves not being rich. What city would that be? "Quote unquote" funny? Not funny in the ha sense, but.
Richmond.
I like that. Yeah.
That's where we went. So I don't know. It might be Tulsa because that's where Black Wall Street was.
This is interesting because both teams picked up on my irony clue, and the Salt Lake City discussion was going in the right direction there.
Oh.
So this city is ironic because it was the capital of the Confederacy for most of the Civil War, which is Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, wow.
So you got the right answer using the wrong logic.
Wow. I can't tell you how many times I've been on this show and I've used the wrong logic to get to the right answer.
Yeah.
Women's History 2021 was like a really good
I think we should call that a bin. Like when you get the right answer using the wrong logic, we should call that a bin.
Yes.
I'll take the credit
for that.
Yeah.
It's a bin.
It's a bin.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. My goodness.
All right. Round 6, question 2. Your category is world firsts.
Okay.
On May 19th, 2006, Sophia Dannenberg became the first African-American woman to accomplish what feat? And I'll give you a hint if both teams want a hint.
I think we take the hint.
Yeah, I'm taking both teams taking a hint. Fewer than 7,000 people have accomplished this feat. in history.
Okay, we are locked in.
Okay, MDZ.
So I think Dean and I were on the same trek.
There it is.
With Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Melodie, I did appreciate your swimming joke, but Simone Manuel is my swimming girl.
Is she the one from Texas?
I don't know if she's from Texas. And Simone Biles is from Texas, isn't she? But
yeah, she's from Texas. Simone Biles is.
Yeah. Simone Manuel is a swimmer, and she's lovely, but I really don't know. May 19th sounds like a reasonable time to try and climb Mount Everest, because it's not...
Yeah, it's a very seasonal window for that.
Mm-hmm. This is something that you would never catch me doing. Like, I am not ambitious enough for that.
Was it the first Black woman to do? Was that in the question, or just in general? She was the first, or was it the first
African American woman?
It was okay, because Henson, right, was the man.
He was an explorer.
He was exploring. He was a North
Pole.
That
he might. Oh, that was North Pole. Okay.
Right, North Pole explorer.
Okay. Yeah, because he's related to Taraji, who was in the episode of Abbott Elementary that I watched last night. But yeah.
Okay, I can go with that.
Yeah, I really don't have anything better, and I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Me neither. That just hit me like maybe it's Mount Everest, because.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final answer.
Yeah. Best.
Oh. Yeah.
So locking in with
climb Mount Everest. Is that what we're locking in with?
Yep.
Ashley Robert.
Pretty much once you gave us the hint, that was where I immediately, I guess the first thought in my head was, I'm sure more than 7,000 people did it. It's just fewer than 7,000 made it back.
Came back.
Unfortunately, our answer, what we thought was the same, basically on the same logic. So it said, reaching the summit of Mount Everest.
All right. Unrelated. I asked if Simone Manuel was from Texas. She is actually from Texas. I remember watching the Olympics when she won and seeing something about I think she went to a university like Houston or something like that. But she is also from Texas. But she was not the first African American woman to climb Mount Everest, which is the answer we're looking for here. So good job, both teams.
Yay.
Thank you for the hint.
No problem. Well, you're welcome for taking it. Just saying.
Well, we learned our lesson.
Yes,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the penultimate question in the game, and your category is the showdown.
Uh-oh.
And can I tell you that I had an idea that what this showdown might be?
Okay.
So the Shirley Caesar song, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought
that's a good one.
Maybe it's just like name everything she says.
That's a good one. I could probably get all of it too. That's a good one. Beans, potatoes, tomatoes, ham, balls, chicken, turkeys, and rabbits.
Yeah. You name it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is not one of your selections, though.
Okay.
All right, so for those not familiar with this category, I'm going to ask a question with multiple correct answers. All right, so each team will compile a list with as many correct answers as they can think of. The list with the most number of correct answers will be awarded 10 points. If there's a tie, both teams get the points. However, any list containing an incorrect answer will be disqualified. MDZ, because you are trailing, you get to choose between two categories. Your categories are sitcoms and sports.
I suck at sports, so I would choose sitcoms, but you guys are good at sports, so.
I'm not good at sports. I'm
good at sports. I'm okay at sitcoms. Zahkia, how you at sitcoms and name? Because I always forget names and things. And
I'm on either. So if you can do sports, I can probably do some decent.
Okay, then we can tag team. We can sort it out together. Okay, then we'll do sports. I can figure that out. Okay.
I was hoping that y'all would pick sports because I wanted to see another Karl Malone argument. He would not be a correct answer to this anyway, but it is what it is. So here's your sports question. I have a list of 30 HBCU alumni who, as of this month, which is January 2024, have been inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. So I want current NFL Hall of Famers that attended HBCUs. And your 3 minutes starts now. 1 minute warning. All right. Time is up.
Oh, okay. I got one. All right.
Time is up. So go ahead and compile your list of names and send them to me.
Okay, list is in.
All right. So I have a list from Ashley and Robert, and I've got lists. Okay. So I'm going to start with MDZ. So you submitted, looks like 8 names. You submitted Jerry Rice, Steve McNair, Buchanan, Aeneas Williams, Walter Payton, Deacon Jones, Mean Joe Green, and Dick Lane. Unfortunately, you have multiple incorrect answers. Steve McNair is not in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh.
And Mean Joe Green went to North Texas State, which does not appear to be an HBCU. And so your list is disqualified. Let me go to Ashley and Robert.
That rule.
So your list was, you had Lem Barney, Deacon Jones, Shannon Sharp, Mel Blunt, Willie Brown, Jerry Rice, Art Shell, John Stallworth, Michael Strahan, and Steve McNair. So Steve McNair is an incorrect answer for the reasons I just stated. So no team's going to get any points today. Looks like all the other answers are correct answers. Art Shell, John Stallworth, and Strahan's on here as well. So Steve McNair is your only incorrect answer. So unfortunately, no points. 10 points to Ravenclaw for that one.
No worries.
I feel bad about that because Steve McNair really should be in the Hall of Fame, but
I know. I saw him play when he was in college. I mean, he was killing us. It was like, who's this dude out on state? Howard University scores 55-52 after he got done with it. We barely won, but like 2 weeks later, he was all over the sport ESPN. But
here's Ben's bad joke of the episode. He was really killing y'all in college, and apparently he got revenge. So that's Ben's bad joke for the episode.
There it is.
There you go. Zahkia is like, bro, too soon.
Bruh, nah.
Too
We're
soon,
done.
bro. Yeah. Listen, if you don't cheat on your wife, you don't have to worry about your mistress killing you, right? Like that to me, that's the lesson I learned. I just don't have a mistress. So you don't have to worry about getting killed by one. All right, so going into the gauntlet, I'm just saying, I like being alive. So going into the gauntlet, Robert and Ashley, you have 172 points. Just an impressive performance on your part. MDZ, Melodie, Dean, and Zahkia, you have 140. So nothing to sneeze at either.
Achoo.
Zahkia isn't friends with me anymore because and so we're going into the gauntlet. So what I want you to do is to lock in your wagers on this category, which is, I said, a hip hop. So again, it's 172 to 140.
Our wager is locked in.
Our wager is locked in.
Okay, here is your first question in the gauntlet. I said a hip hop. The very first Grammy Award for Best Hip Hop Performance was awarded to what group?
We're locked in.
Our answer is locked in.
Locked in.
Here's your second question. What was the title of the first hip hop song to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song? So I want to know the title of the song.
And the title of the award you said was Best Song or Best Hip Hop Song?
What was the title of the first hip hop song to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song?
Oh, original.
We're locked in.
Our answer is locked in.
Okay, give me a second here. And your final question in the gauntlet category, I said a hip hop. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five were the first hip hop group to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Who was the first solo hip hop artist to be inducted, occurring in 2017?
You're locked in.
Our answer is locked in.
Here's your first question. The very first Grammy Award for Best Hip Hop Performance was awarded to what group? MDZ, what did you say?
We said DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Ashley Robert?
It's like my kids in this house. Parents just don't understand.
Tim Youngins.
We said the same thing.
Man.
Gotcha.
So, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Here's your second question. What was the title of the first hip hop song to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song? Ashley Robert, what did you say?
Immediately, that put me to Lose Yourself by Eminem, which I was like pretty confident on it. And then it really got me thinking, like, I hope it's that because, this is Black History Month and he ain't black, but, he's invited to the cookout, but he's not black. And I was like, there was only, to my knowledge, at least in my head, there was only 2 hip hop songs that won an Academy Award. Was Lose Yourself and It's Hard Out There for a Pimp. So it was like Eminem, 3 6 Mafia, and 3 6 Mafia was like 3-4 years later after that. So my mind was immediately to Lose Yourself. So that's what we went with.
Same logic.
Yes, almost exactly.
Right.
And I mentioned to them, like, I'm also hoping it's not because I've heard Lose Yourself like 10,000 times in the past week because of the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure Lose Yourself was 2002. And I think Ben even said on an old Black History Month episode that Eminem is like, has made contributions to Black culture.
He's honorary.
Yeah. But yes, we also said Lose Yourself.
So, I mean, if you grew up in 8 Mile and you do hip hop music, I don't care what color your skin is,
Right.
you black. Like, that's just...
It fits the category. It's hip hop.
I don't... Listen, you just like skin.
Not only 8 Mile, 8 Mile in Warren, East
Yes.
Side. Yeah, I think you have the Cookout Lifetime Achievement Award. You okay?
Cookout Lifetime Achievement. Yes, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. So the last question was, who was the first solo hip hop artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? MDZ, what did you say?
Yeah.
We navigated back and forth.
Yeah, a lot of names.
Yeah, you heard us. So it was either Jay-Z or it was LL. How do you pick one?
Right.
Who's the greatest anyway out of those two? See, we got something going on.
Old school. I like it.
But we settled on Ladies Love Cool James.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go New York.
Ashley and Robert, what did you say?
I heard Melodie talking about the logic by people get chosen to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We know has to be several years of career that they've already had. They have several hits, several highly acclaimed albums out, and it was 2017. So I'm thinking like 20 years back. And y'all had some good answers. We went with Tupac. I wonder if it was, like, you guys talked about Jay-Z, and I was like saying in chat, like, damn, what if it's Jay-Z? I have a very strong feeling about Tupac. So we went with Tupac for that answer, but forgive me if we had a good game. So I'm just gonna
this is really diverge.
I'm just gonna stay with that because it's kind of a gut reaction to, like, what does it take to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yeah, Tupac.
I mean,
all right.
Considered, yeah.
So the very first Grammy Award for Best Hip Hop Performance was indeed awarded to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Yay!
So It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. That won in 2006. First hip hop song to win the Oscar was in 2002, and that was for Lose Yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
So LL was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2021. The first solo artist to be inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame was indeed posthumously Tupac Shakur.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
As Robert does the 1968 Olympics. Congratulations to Ashley and Robert.
Yeah,
this
good
is
job,
one
guys.
of the most impressive Trivia Warfare performances I've ever witnessed.
Yeah.
So I am in awe of your greatness.
Yeah.
And we didn't even study.
Oh, right?
Oh my Lord.
One other quick piece. For eligibility Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it has to be at least 25 years from your first album. So it's 25 there. So
25.
FYI. The team that was leading got it right. So there's no suspense there, but we're going to cover your wagers anyway. MDZ, what was your final wager?
He did 33.
So he had 33 points in case to cover a 0 bet from the other team. So you'll finish with 107.
Right.
Ashley and Robert, what was your wager?
We bet 150.
Oh, wow.
I have a feeling Robert might have more to say about that. I might have stolen like your.
I was just gonna say that for people who may have listened to me on episodes, that I have a history of betting 0 or 1 or 0, and basically I was we figured you were going to bet bigger, and so at first it was kind of like, let's just go for it all. And then I was like, wait a minute, we need to at least be able to cover in case we both get it wrong. So it's like, since they have 150, Ashley said 150. And I was like, okay.
I love how y'all just overbet. Like, beep, bam. So with the final score of 322 to 107, Ashley and Roberto are your winners. Congratulations.
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
So much fun. All right. So what we're going to do now before we end the show, we always like to give our guests opportunity to do shout outs or promote any causes. We're going to start with Melodie. So Melodie, any shout outs or causes you want to promote?
So as I mentioned earlier, I'm a teacher and a reading specialist, and I've kind of broken out on my own and started my own business called Faith in Literacy, where I do literacy resources, like digital resource for teachers and homeschoolers, and I do assessments and consultation and classes. So if you're interested in that, I have great resources for Black History Month. I put on some new resources this week. So go to faithinliteracy.com for that. I wouldn't be remiss to say, if you're in New York City and you want to see a great show, check out Anne Juliet on Broadway. Support my daughter, Lorna Courtney. And that's it for me. So literacy, definitely number one. We want to improve that for all kids. So check out faithinliteracy.com.
That's so great. Thank you so much, Melodie.
Thank you.
All right, Dean, you're up.
I want to give a shout out or / apology to my family, because this morning my cousin called me and she said, aren't you going to be at the Zoom meeting for the Family Reunion Executive Board, which I'm the president of? But they had a Hotmail address to me, so I didn't get the email. So I was like, so that's my excuse. But okay, I'm logging in right now. As I'm walking downstairs, Jonathan calls me, says, hey, you going to join this meeting? I was double booked on Saturday. I had no idea what was going on. I thought it was tomorrow. So I missed my executive board meeting for Family Reunion. They said they'll fill me in. That's an apology. But trivia always comes first with me, so everybody knows that. So I had a great time. Thank y'all. Appreciate my teammates and my competitors. It was great. That's it.
So let me make sure I understand. You had a performance good enough on this show to stay invited to the cookout that you probably will now be uninvited to because you missed the call. Am I getting that right?
Something like that. They love me though. They're gonna let me in.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
They'll let me go.
All right. Ashley, you're up next. Any shout outs or causes you want to promote?
Nothing specific. I will say this because lately, and I don't want to turn this into like a political podcast, right? But
it's way too late for that. You thank Robert for that.
I know. I think Rob started that with the Reagan comments, but
sorry, not sorry.
But definitely at a time at where I think we are as a country, it's really important that we don't be shy about speaking out about the things that we care about or issues that we see need to be addressed. I think people want to stay in like the good graces of like their family or like the people their boss or like their employer, right? Because some of these things can be kind of polarizing, but you should speak out to defend things that you believe are right. I mean, if you're speaking out and everything you're saying is very offensive and designed to discredit a group of people or like their belief system, right? You should speak out to talk about things that you want to defend positively, and don't be afraid to do that. But don't stay silent on those things, because that is what a lot of people want us to be silent about, these things so they can continue with the status quo. And it's up to us to like make that change by speaking out and saying, what's right and what's wrong in our eyes. So just don't be afraid to speak up and speak out, and be your own ally. And that's what I have to say.
Thanks so much. Well said, Ashley. Last but not least, Robert.
I got 3 things here. First thing, SporkleCon. SporkleCon is on the way. Our 3rd edition. Hopefully obviously we pulled a Godfather 1 and a Godfather 2. I think we'll be better than Godfather 3 this time. SporkleCon is going to be here in Detroit, August 16th through the 18th. We've got it set up at 3 venues, going to be the Fillmore, Campus Martius, and I think the Madison. So that is where we are going to be rocking a whole bunch of trivia. I don't know who our hosts are going to be. We might be staying the same as what we did last year with Afira Eisenberg and Buzzy Cohen, but there might be some other special guests, which that stuff is being worked on. But we've got a lot going on out there. And if you want to come out for a fun 3-day weekend of trivia. Come out to SporkleCon. Trivial Warfare is probably going to be there, and we're going to have an episode.
I mean,
that's
I need to be there, clearly.
You're already here.
Yes.
So SporkleCon in August. For those who are local, as I said, I am a host for Sporkle. You will find me Monday nights at Ferndale Project, hosting from 7 to 9, and Wednesdays at Eastern Market Brewing Company, hosting there from 7 to 9, with exception to the next 6 weeks, because on Wednesdays will be my voiceover class, so I will be out for those weeks. And the last thing, as I've mentioned pretty much in every episode, the 3 words, adopt, adopt, adopt. We are a household where we have 3 children that came into our house at 9, 12, and 13. And there's a lot of kids that are out there that need homes. They need families. And it's not easy. But these kids need places and they need homes. And one of the stories that I always say is that with our oldest, the system was saying that she was unadoptable, that she was going to go to jail, and that when she aged out, she was going to be incarcerated. She is now 18, and she is going in her 2nd semester in college. We prove that way the hell wrong. And so adopt these kids. These kids need home. Go to adoptuskids.org. I think it is. I think it's .org or it's .com. It's one of those. But there's kids out there that need homes, and we gotta make this world a better place. So that's it.
Oh my goodness! Oh, you guys.
You guys are key over Klimt over there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Consumed.
Very well said
Yeah.
to everyone. Really want to thank all of you. This was a tremendous show. Had so much fun. I know it's going to be a good listen. For Melodie, for Zahkia, for Dean, for Ashley, and for Rob, I'm Ben. This has been Trivial Warfare. I forget what the actual sign-off is, so I'll say peace, love, and hair grease. Bye, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, it's not just Trivia's War.
Bye.
Trivia's
Bye.
War. Bye.
Go Lions.
Thanks for listening to Trivial Warfare. Be sure to check out the revamped TrivialWarfare.com as your one-stop shop to submit questions, join the community, and get access to over 150 archived episodes. Warm It Up was written and performed by Matthew Stevens. This episode was edited and produced by me, Joel Sharpton. For help with your podcast, visit ProPodcastingServices.com.
I think what y'all are feeling is it's very challenging writing questions for Black History Month because you want to write questions that are gettable, right? You don't want to completely stump people, but you also want the questions to be interesting. And so it's very difficult to write a set of questions that's not, who was the first U.S. Black president, right? That's a little too easy. So you want to write questions that are challenging, but still gettable. And it's very hard to do that for this. So y'all are doing great. These are great scores. So y'all are doing great.